Eduardo here with a quick news flash. This week, Action Comics number 987 was released, kicking off the Oz Effect storyline where we finally learn the true identity of Mr. Oz. For those of you that don't know, Mr. Oz has been a key player in Rebirth and has been monitoring Superman since the latter half of the New 52. He's kidnapped Tim Drake, Doomsday, and at one point, Mr. Mxyzptlk. In this particular issue, Mr. Oz has been manipulating events around the globe. He's causing a bunch of different catastrophes and problems that Superman then has to stop. The problem is, Superman can't be everywhere at once, so how is he supposed to stop them? Oz is counting on exactly that. He doesn't want Superman to save everyone. He wants Superman to see humans do all these horrible things so that he turns his back on the Earth. Oz doesn't think that the Earth deserves to have Superman, so he's going to show him how ugly humanity can be. It's during one of these catastrophes that Oz finally shows up. He then transports he and Superman to the Fortress of Solitude where they have their big confrontation of the issue. People have been speculating about Mr. Oz's true identity for a really long time. Personally, I thought it was going to be Ozymandias from The Watchmen. We already know that Dr. Manhattan of The Watchmen is playing a big role in DC Rebirth, so why not Ozymandias? I mean, look at their names, Mr. Oz, Ozymandias. It's pretty obvious, but maybe that's what DC wanted us to think. We also know that Ozymandias likes using people as pawns for his bigger plans, and that's exactly what Mr. Oz has been doing. Again though, that just might be what DC wanted us to think. Other people thought it would be the original Superman, you know, the one with the big head, I think he had psychic powers or something, was a supervillain. Yeah, that Superman. Some even thought that this could be a pre-New 52 version of Lex Luthor, since right now he's a hero in the comics, but this could be DC's way of bringing him back as a villain. A lot of people really wanted it to be Superboy Prime. People love their Superboy Prime, so of course they're gonna want him back. Near the end of the issue, we're finally shown who Oz really is, and I gotta say, they executed this part perfectly. It turns out that Mr. Oz is actually Jor-El, Superman's father. Like Rand said, DC totally pulled a Darth Vader on us. As you probably all know, Jor-El is the one who sent Superman to Earth in the first place. Krypton blew up though, so how is he here? How is he alive? This reveal makes sense. I mean, why else would Mr. Oz say that humans don't deserve Superman? He's a father who might regret sending his son to Earth in the first place. Who knows what this reveal means for DC Rebirth? Is Jor-El maybe trying to get his son to side with him and Dr. Manhattan? Is he even on the same side or connected to Dr. Manhattan at all? I'm sure we'll get answers to most if not all the questions in the next issue. It promises to reveal more of Oz's background after all. This has honestly been some of the best Superman writing I've read in a long time, so I'm definitely looking forward to the next issue. Well, that's all the news we have for today, but be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with all the latest news in the comic book world.